Hi everybody, my name is Max MacKenzie. I'm the founder and CEO of Prosper Water. We're a company focused on turning the tide on deoxygenation of water, like our local water here in Biscayne Bay. We're a small team. I'm very proud of my team, and a little bit about myself. This is my third startup. My last startup was first baby food in the US called Sprout Foods. First baby food in a pouch, I should say. And our second year in business, we were one of the fastest 500 growing companies in the US. I just want to give a minute for everyone to digest this number. 80% of the global wastewater is discharged into nature untreated. And that is a shocking number. It's unacceptable. We all should be really upset about that. But I'm here to tell you that most people see something big and a big problem like this, and their typical response is that they shut down because it's too big of a problem to solve. And they think, oh, I have other problems in the world and I can't focus on this. But I'm here to tell you that Prosper has a solution, and we can reduce that number. We might never get to zero, but there is hope. We all know, living here in South Florida, that upstream problem creates deoxygenation in our water bodies, which lead to fish kills, algae blooms, and loss of marine life. But we have created a solution that can restore dead bodies of water, and we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to demonstrate our technology at Richard Branson's Island in the Caribbean. And what you see on the left is the lake when we arrived. So it was anoxic, basically no oxygen in it, devoid of life. And the picture on the right is just after 35 days of us treating the lake, where you can see flamingos coming back to life. And Richard said to me when I took that picture in the morning that it was the most flamingos he had seen in the lake since he owned the island since 1970. The lake is roughly 700 plus feet long. It's 1.3 million gallons, so it's a pretty sizable body of water. We put just 3 small infusers in that lake, basically double the diameter of a 5-gallon bucket of water, so not a huge piece of equipment. And the image at the bottom left-hand corner shows that we started out with just 0 oxygen in the body of water, and over 23 days where this data was captured, we increased the oxygen levels up to 9 ppm, so it's able to support life. And you can see the up and down is basically a demonstration of photosynthesis and consumption. And when you restore the basis of life in the body of water, you allow plant life like mangroves and seagrowths to start to produce oxygen on their own, and therefore support aquatic life. And that's the reason why the flamingos came back, is because there was a food source. They're basically the canary in the coal mine when we're talking about oceans. And we also focus on the upstream problem, because we know that the contributing factor to these problems is sewage and septic leaks. And so what you see on the left is a wastewater plant in Brazil where we conducted our first pilot. And you can see that water is brown, pretty disgusting. It's getting discharged into clean sources of water. And on the right is a picture of our system treating that same wastewater. And you can see the immense improvement in quality of water. And the opportunity for operators of wastewater plants is that we are saving up to 84% energy versus the conventional aeration systems used in wastewater plants today. So we're decarbonizing as well as improving water output. Picture on the left is the core of our technology. It's a gas infusion module. It allows us to infuse oxygen in water on a bubble-free manner, and at the same time we are the only technology in the world that can remove nitrogen and CO2 from body water as we're infusing large amounts of oxygen. Picture on the right is an example of our technology in a system, very small, can be deployed in local marinas, waterfront properties, etc. We're a globally patented technology, so we're looking to expand our IP all the time and protect our investors and our business. On the left is a curtain system. So this is a system of 200 modules. We use this currently for reservoirs, wastewater systems. And this system is effectively able to treat 76 million gallons a day. So the problem isn't that big to solve. So let's take something locally like the Miami River, which is totally contaminated, delivering polluted water to Biscayne Bay and leading to this deoxygenation program. We containerize these systems. We can locate them systematically along the Miami River to treat and restore oxygen and reduce that pollution so that by the time that stream hits the bay, it is clean, improving the quality of water that's entering the bay instead of conversely destroying the bay. And what we are seeing on the right-hand side is our e-barge. It's one of my drivers to applying for the Seaworthy Collective cohort. And what it is our capability to create a system that can be deployed on the bay, large body of waters far from sources of electricity, that's fully autonomous, run by solar power and wind power. It's the only system in the world that can reoxygenate water and as well treat algae blooms, because we can also include UV disinfection light on the system. The market opportunity is huge in water. As you can see here, it's projected in the next 10 years to reach over $650 billion. And in just 2 years, since 2022 when we launched, we are really excited that we have tapped into that market. We have already signed a contract for 23 wastewater plants in Brazil to retrofit those plants to improve water quality, and as well we have over $41 million worth of contracts under review and bid in Brazil. We have proven that our technology can be profitable and investable. Like Millie said, we're here to say that, this is scalable, we can make an impact. In 2022, our first year, we did over $5 million in revenue and $2.4 million in profit. And next year, we're forecast to do over $21 million in revenue based on the 23 plants and that $41 million in potential pipeline. One of the most exciting things of us being involved in the Seaworthy Collective is that they created this amazing opportunity for us locally with Ballyhoo Media, one of the sponsors of our event tonight, so we're really excited to be working with them. And the idea is that we would deploy our systems on those vessels so that we can oxygenate the water as they traverse their local coastline. And we're really into proving our impact by using data collection buoys and tracking our impact on the local environment. This picture is of our first wastewater plant, which is going to become operational in Q1 of 2025. It's an existing wastewater plant that is operating out of EPA standards and contaminating local source water. And once we go live, we will improve the lives of over 72,000 local Brazilians. This is a project that I'm really excited that we recently got a contract for, which is Lake Rodrigo in Rio de Janeiro. It's a lake that suffers very similar events such as Biscayne Bay. Has a yearly fish mortality event, and a few years ago there was over 30 tons of fish that died in that lake. And so our first phase is to launch 2 e-barges to demonstrate our capabilities and area of impact. Second phase would be deploy more e-barges across the entire lake to maintain oxygen. And one of the craziest facts is that that lake discharges water across the Ipanema Beach and into the ocean. So it's important to maintain impact in that small body of water before it gets discharged in a larger body of water and causes a bigger problem. What we're looking for is investors. We need to hire more people and have more money to build more systems and scale our impact. We are also looking for customers in South Florida because we want to be able to improve our own backyard. I live here in Miami, and I see those problems every day, and I really want to make a difference here as well in other places in the world. And as well, we're looking for relationships in the government locally here so that they can have approval to launch our systems in local bodies of water and stop the pollution that we're experiencing in Miami. Thank you, everybody, and I also wanted to give a shout out to the Seaworthy team. I'm very thrilled that you guys have chosen me and grateful for it.